And we're back for another podcast. Setup's a bit different, getting a bit more professional. Subscribe, like, comment to the channel, you know what to do. And we're starting straight away. So the Premier League's flipping shit. I've been telling you for the full season. I've been telling you for years, bro. I've been telling everyone for years. And finally, it's come true. I can finally sit on a podcast and gloat about it. The Premier League is not the world's best league. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
To an extent.
No. Yes or no, bro? No. Is it the best league in the world?
Not the way it's dubbed out to be. There's only one team, yeah, and they should have gone through.
Okay.
City should have dealt with Madrid.
Bro, you were talking about Arsenal should have been... But we were saying heritage counts, right? But you were saying Arsenal are going to beat him because of the form counts and, you know, the way they're playing. Bayern Munich in a row. Obviously, let's give him his flowers right now. And Xabi Alonso, what a manager, turning Bayern Leverkusen into Bayern Leverkusen.
The first time in their history.
Bayern Leverkusen into Bayern never losing, mate. They do not lose at the moment. 43 games we've beaten. They've equalled Juventus' record under Antonio Conte.
They're going to surpass it.
Yeah, they're going to surpass it.
They did it again, man. West Ham.
Late.
Right at the end.
They're so good at it.
Frimpong, man. 14 goals, 15 goals this season.
Right, go on. You mentioned Jeremy Frimpong, and obviously we talk about Leverkusen, we stick on it. Do you think he's going to move in the summer?
He's a system player. If I was him, I wouldn't move.
Okay.
The system that Xabi Alonso is playing at the moment, it suits him to a T.
Yeah.
He's not a good defender, Didi. I've watched him. He's a very good attacker. He knows how to get, a goal. He knows how to get an assist. He's good. Very, very good. Good on the ball.
Definitely
Fast,
knows how to
strong.
get good an assist.
But defensively, he's not good.
Okay.
So, should he move to a team where it's not going to suit him? I don't think so. But he could move.
Manchester City are the ones that are linked with him,
Well,
obviously.
they had him in it. They had him as a kid, so...
Did they have him as a kid?
Yes, it was him.
Oh, right.
He was their product. He was their
I think obviously I've heard of him before now. It slipped my mind.
One of
Right,
their
okay.
academy products.
So, and he's got £35 million release clause. So, I think, and Leverkusen CEO has come out already and he said we need to sell one player because that's just our business model. And, obviously we need to basically... Without selling that guy, we're not going to be able to sustain what we've started this season. So maybe it's Frimpong that they're going to sacrifice this season.
I don't know. I mean, they've got plenty of stars at the moment.
Florian Wirtz is the standout guy. I think I put a shot up about him recently. 21? He's 21, yeah. Him, Jamal Musiala, the two star boys of German football. You know what? I would like to see them both start in the Euros together. That would be something, man. And I think they'd rip it up if they got...
To be honest with you, Germany have ended strong in the last few months.
They have, but they had an absolutely disgusting period for the last 2 seasons.
Yes.
Oh, not season, but years in general, man.
The thing is, teams go through transitions, Didi.
This is Pablo. This is German's worst ever transition.
Look at Italy.
Yeah. Chill out. Look at Italy.
No, I'm just...
Bro, it's been about 8 years, bro. We're not even in the transition. We're in a row. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're not producing anything at the moment.
We didn't reach 2 World Cups in a row. That was the first one, right? I cried. The second one, I didn't even bother. My tears didn't even come out. I swear down, I cried on that first one. Yeah, the second one, so like you're saying, transition, right? Sorry to cut you off. Is a rut that Italy are in. Back then, like you said, we used to have some of the best attackers in the world, bro. 2006 World Cup. If you looked at Italy's attack, right? Luca Toni, Alessandro Del Piero, Filippo Inzaghi, and Francesco Totti. Vincenzo Iaquinta was there as well. He's not that good, but he was just part of them. Other 4 that I just mentioned first, Alberto Gilardino. Cassano was in the World Cup squad. Yeah. So that's what I mean. But look at we had enough talent to leave Casado at home.
I mean, the one nation that I see that are constantly churning out talent year upon year, and they just never seem to get weak, is France, man.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? Coupled with them, honestly, I thought England, after the 2018 World Cup, I thought that the talent pool's going to dry up a bit. It's actually got even better, and they've got even more of a chance right now. We're going to get to that in later podcasts, obviously, later down the line. But in my opinion...
On that note, Manchester United are the Premier League North champions of the under-18s. Come on, you Red Devils.
Oh my days, this guy.
One defeat in 23 games.
Yeah, I think, you know what, like what you said in the group,
we
right?
need to teach the first team a lesson.
The senior team need to go meet the under-18 team and talk to them about winning. Because
they need to learn something.
Yeah, and Eric Ten Hag, you ain't staying just because you're going around meeting the under-18s doesn't mean you're staying at the job.
But you know what? Let's speak about someone that is...
Who?
Going.
Where?
Jurgen Klopp.
Oh, you're dying to get into it, all right.
So you gave me shit. You gave me shit saying, oh, you didn't go into him.
You didn't go into him.
You need to be more passionate. You need to wake up. Bro, we ended their season. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to stand on it. There is still a chance they could. It's only a point, bro. 2 points.
It's over.
They still can win it. I hope it's fucking over. Yeah.
It's over.
I hope it's over.
It's done.
But the thing is, we knocked them out of the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. that was the quad done.
Yeah.
Yeah? They can parade this little mini Carabao Cup that we won last season, you know. Yeah, keep it warm for us because we're going to win it again next year.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, with the new manager,
All right.
new bounce, new cup bounce.
Deserve.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
You wishes deserve
But,
some.
no.
That would be the best appointment in my
No,
opinion.
but regardless, yeah, as I was saying, like jokes aside, yeah, we knocked them out of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Since then, they've gone on to play Atalanta. They played at home.
Battered.
Wow.
What is Virgil van Dijk?
I mean, to lose to anyone at home, you lose to Atalanta. Like, of all teams, you lose to Atalanta, seriously. And Van Dijk, man, this guy is hyped as the best defender in the world. Arguably the greatest defender of
know
all
what?
time.
Now that you said that,
People
yeah, so-
put him ahead of Rio Ferdinand, Terry, Vidic.
We're talking about Klopp, innit?
Bro, he's not in their league, man.
They've always said we've got the world's best goalkeeper, world's best central defender, world's best right winger, arguably the world's best right back. Just hear me out. They'll argue that Thiago was the world's best central midfielder and
that
Mane was
time,
the best
yeah.
left winger. Why haven't they won more? Why hasn't Klopp gone on to win more? If you got the world's best in each position, why didn't they win more? And it's coming to a sour end. It was the quadruple. I'm going to let you carry on. So, 6th place Atalanta, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Didi, look, I said this to you on messages when we were texting earlier. And I said, I'm not even joking, yeah? Like, if you're going to learn from the best. So if you were going to retire, don't announce it. I know sometimes it can have that effect where people are like, oh, this is what the whole media had it out. Come on, Didi. The whole media had it out as this. Klopp's retiring now. The whole team are going to have this bounce. And they're going to go on end stronger. They're going to win everything.
1,000%.
Yeah? They came to Old Trafford. Everyone expected them to wipe us aside because we've been piss poor all season.
100%.
That game, for the first half, best football I've seen from United all season. That first 35.
Oh, the FA Cup
minutes,
we're going to now. Yeah,
till
yeah,
we conceded
100%.
the FA Cup.
Definitely.
Yeah. Bro, we ended them there. Atalanta, going back to that, they lost that. Boom, they're out of that. Then they lose to Palace at home.
Crystal Bull, mate. They cannot
Palace.
handle. They cannot handle Palace. Liverpool fans out there, Crystal Palace are your bogey
Elise
team.
came back after his 1,000th injury. This.
Who?
Elise.
Oh,
Is that about fucking
1,000? Yeah.
How many
no.
injuries does this kid
Bro,
have,
he was
man?
strolling in that. Strolling to.
He's making them look
So and Eze as
shy.
well. You know,
Them two
talking
are
of them
good,
too,
man.
they need to
Them two are
move
good.
as well.
Yeah.
Especially Eze. And Crystal Bull, yeah, they just can't handle Crystal Palace, man. So, and after that, they went to Atalanta. I watched a bit of that game yesterday at Bergamo.
I watched it.
It was poor. They were piss poor.
And you know
in the
what?
second half, I mean.
And the mad thing is, yeah, like, you know, obviously, like, if you were to associate two teams in, I don't know, the last 20, 30 years that have genuinely had big comebacks in, not even just Istanbul, they've done a lot in the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
But we were obviously known for it. The two main teams that are known for comebacks are obviously United and Liverpool. It's a winning mentality, it just breeds through, doesn't it? They were given a goal, such a sloppy, shitty penalty, yeah. In the, what, third minute?
Second minute.
Second minute, third minute.
Then he missed a sitter.
Bro, you're expecting even us lot, like non-Liverpool fans, we're expecting them to then go on and press.
I was afraid. I'm not going to lie. When I seen it 1-0 straight away after 2 minutes, 2 minutes in, that quick for Liverpool Football Club, under Jurgen Klopp, on a level, yeah. I'm not hyping it now just for the camera or whatever. That's why I said it was piss poor the second half. So the energy was zapped out of him. And, you know, you were making the point, I want to kind of flip it back on you. Have we ever seen a team be galvanized when a manager has announced it mid-season or... You know, the media tried to galvanize Liverpool.
Did he come to think of it? I can't think of any, but like I said to you, going back to my other point, Fergie, no one had any clue Fergie was going to go.
You know the best one I can remember? Chelsea's interims. Gus Hiddink coming in twice.
I reckon they always... well, not always,
Hiddink was the best interim man.
No, you have to give it to Thingy, did he?
Who? Avram Grant.
No, their ex-player, he won them.
Roberto Di Matteo.
Di
But there you
Matteo
go,
won the Champions League.
yeah.
One of the Champions League,
Yeah. 100%, I get you.
You'd have to give it to him, best interim ever. He's won the Champions League.
No, but that's what I mean. Only Chelsea have,
mad, man.
that I
It's
can think
crazy.
of the top of my head. But they end the season, you know, with a different coach, interim,
But
and
the
they
thing
end it
is,
successfully.
under Abramovich's reign and under his ownership, they had that style and that system where chop and change.
That was his brand.
And no matter what, they were always competing.
100%.
So if they weren't winning it, they were coming second to who? To Fergie.
Do you know what? Now, obviously, linking that back to Jurgen Klopp, now that he's going to be leaving, I can't see him in the Premier League. You said there's still a chance. Obviously, mathematically, still possible. I did say before the season they're my dark horses, if they get it right. Seemed like they did until now. They can't seem to score all of a sudden. Their biggest strength all season was getting goals. Now all of a sudden they're dried
Well,
up.
to be honest with you, because of the plethora of attacking talent here, I genuinely think you can't write them off, man. They've got so many chances in them, it's unbelievable. I've watched them recently, yeah, and credit where it's due, man. They make chances. They throw the ball in the box. They play ping ball. I've said this to you before. They're a rebound team, but it works for them.
Yeah, I get you.
They play with pace. You know, City are more intricate, more calculated.
Boring.
These lot are...
Yeah, they're entertaining.
Throw
Yeah,
it
they're
in,
heavy metal.
Throw it in. It might not even go in the right area, but a deflection, a little bounce, a little nick, boom.
They're always ready
But
for it.
recently,
That's why it's not
wow, the chances they've missed, unbelievable. That Palace game,
So,
they made Dean Henderson look like Buffon.
No, they didn't. He made himself look like Buffon. Jurgen Klopp, give it out of 10 his tenure at Liverpool. Was it been 8 years? He's won him everything at least once. Have they won the Europa League under him? Because they keep saying they won every trophy under him once. They haven't won the Europa League under him. I can't remember Liverpool winning the Europa
They lost
League.
the final
To Sevilla, when Studios got the outside of the
Yeah,
boot.
yeah.
If there's any Liverpool fans, obviously there's much more hardcore Liverpool fans than me that are going to see this clip. If he did win the Europa League in this period and I'm wrong, correct me.
I don't think they did.
They didn't.
I don't think they
I'm
did.
sure they
No,
didn't.
I don't think they did.
He didn't win everything once.
So, no, the thing is, you asked me today, being fair, no bias, being a United fan, I'd give him an 8.
Same.
Reason I'd give him an 8, and that's hard for me to give him an 8, but the reason I'd give him an 8 is because he has pretty much won everything. And as a fan who's been starved of success for 10 years, if we're counting the league, or 5 if you count the last trophy we won, which was last season, the Mickey Mouse Cup. Bro, like he's won them everything, man. Like he's done one of each. But the biggest criticism, if you want to go down and be compared to the likes of Fergie, Mourinho and Pep, have you done it back to back? No.
You didn't.
Did you even get to final back to back? No.
Champions League final?
Or Champions League they did, okay.
Back to back.
But you know they bottled it when they come against Madrid. Who did they beat? Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
They lost both finals against
the team that are known for bottling everything. Come on, they were bankers on that, and it was the most boring, worst final that I've ever seen in my life. I'm not just saying that. Again, no bias, yeah.
No, but that's not the results. What would you make of his? He's changed the atmosphere around the club, and I think that's what a lot of people get.
The thing is, though, Didi, they've always had that home bounce. Like, all right, it wasn't a fortress, as in, you know, they're dealing with everyone now who comes downfield, pretty much, barring Palace.
But you know, also, but they never stayed sustained in the top 4 the way they have under Klopp, and I think that's the biggest credit I'll give to Jurgen Klopp in his tenure. That he re-established Liverpool as a super club.
Yeah, but Didi, Liverpool were top 4 for a while, and then obviously they became a Europa League team. I understand they became a Europa League team for a bit.
They were Europa League in his first season as well, so that's what I mean. They got to the final, so he's established them.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think 8's fair.
Yeah, but the reason I'm not giving more than 8 is probably that first season you gave. I do feel like they should have won 2 Premier Leagues at least. And I'm going to link it back to the very first thing I said. They always say, we've got the world's best goalkeeper, we've got the world's best centre-back, we've got the world's best full-backs. At one point they were saying Robertson's the world's best left-back.
To be honest with you, at that point, I would have agreed.
So there you go then. You know what it is? Especially the Liverpool fans, I'm kind of glad that this has happened to them this season, yeah? It's popped their balloon a bit because Liverpool fans do have an inherent... It's borderline confidence, borderline arrogance, right? Like this season when they got drawn against July in the FA Cup, they just thought they were already into the semis. When they got drawn against Atalanta, I seen it on social media.
Same.
Liverpool fans saying, look at the draw that we've been given. We're in the final. You know, let's concentrate on the league. Yeah. We've got the FA Cup.
Play the kids, play the kids. Yeah, no, 100%. That's what they've been hyping, innit? Play the kids.
Did they not?
Because they won 1 or 2 games when a few kids got thrown in. It wasn't just all kids.
It wasn't. Their average age was higher than Chelsea that day. That's the truth.
United won the league and the Champions League with kids.
And you know it is, yeah. So the whole thing about...
Just saying.
And it's not just this season, you know. So all throughout Klopp's tenure, and in general, Liverpool fans do have this overconfidence.
Twice the quadruple got hyped. Twice not a treble.
Season.
Not a treble, a quadruple.
But where do they go though? Do you know what I mean? Like
they go to Carabao Cup final and they win that.
No, where do the fans go? The fans go absolutely silent, bro. Liverpool fans.
Fucking Patrick under the rock.
Bro, they're in a cave. G.
Mic check.
Flipping. That was a mic check, right? Yeah. Where's Sol right now? I have not
seen Sol.
I've not seen or heard from Sol.
Since Eid.
100%. Sol, you're going to watch this. Even if you don't watch it, we're clipping this for you, brother. Get out your cave because you only sing when you're winning like every other Liverpool fan. Swear down.
And you know what? Speaking of fans, yeah? Do you know who are the most nastiest fans in England?
Ooh, Arsenal.
Arsenal
I knew you were gonna
fans,
say
man.
Arsenal fans.
Oh
I knew you were
my
gonna say
God.
Arsenal fans.
Not like Rod or out, yeah, but like the,
Don't take no
the
offense.
Arsenal fans, yeah. Bro, they were walking out.
Listen.
They were walking
Forget
out.
that.
You've been so good
I've
all
seen clips.
season.
I've
You're
seen
top of the league, yeah, and you man were walking out when they went to 1-0 versus Villa.
I've seen clips of AFTV, right, when they got drawn against Bayern Munich. Give us Real Madrid. Give us Real.
Yeah, right. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I'll be real with you, yeah. Going back to the Champions League. Do you know?
No, they hyping too much. No,
take.
stay in this one because even Chelsea, Arsenal were hyping a double. They're hyping a quadruple. The City were hyping the double treble. That is what English football is.
But
English football, marketing and hype is the number one.
No, you're right, yeah. The Premier League is overrated all in all.
The marketing, the hype.
But where I'll stop here is, yeah, even though, I don't like this team, another team, and there's not many fans around for me to have a pure
Manchester
hatred.
City, innit?
City, bro. I still hate them, actually. But they are the best team in the world. Let's not beat around
Best
the bush.
team in the world with probably the worst fans in the world. Real Madrid's fan, right, that came out after I was telling you, I'll say it now on camera, right? He's come out and he goes, you know what? The Manchester United fans deserve the Manchester City team. Check that one out. He goes, the team that Pep Guardiola has created here is the greatest team in the world. And if the United fans were behind these lot, they would have buried us tonight.
Well,
He goes, if they were buying,
I can't tell you.
He didn't even mention Arsenal, by the way, or Chelsea, or Liverpool. He said Juve,
Do you know what it
Bayern,
is?
United, Barca, Madrid. If you're one of them clubs, yeah, you know what a big fan is and blah, blah, blah.
Do you know what it is? What I can say, yeah, is even though we have been as shit as we are, there is something about Old Trafford on a big night, you know, on a big occasion.
100%.
Old Trafford, even like in our shit spells, most big teams, don't get me wrong, we've had the odd spanking. You know, City in general come and spank us. City, it's a derby thing. We kind of poop it at home and then we balls it.
No, it is that thing with Pep Guardiola that I always said, whenever he goes to Old Trafford, he has this thing in his head, you know, I'm going to pass these at a death even more than normal.
Yeah.
And you don't realise this. You remember when I pointed out, he always gets 2-3
and
passes.
he knows a few of these players bottle it. But the funny thing is, when we go to Etihad, I know last two visits haven't been nice, but when we go Etihad, we do under Ole anyway. We gave him a.
You were giving him a game. Even under Mourinho, famously, you won 3-2 when Pogba
stopped them from winning the title, then lost the next week
title.
at home to West Brom. Okay.
All right, mate. Bloody hell, you got some energy in you there.
don't
So back to the
understand.
Champions League, right? So obviously City were kicked out, Arsenal were kicked out. There's no English representatives there. In the Europa League, West Ham were kicked out, Liverpool were kicked out. So we've got no teams now
From
representing England,
just Villa.
in the semi-finals and any European
And Villa
competition.
got
bar Aston
Villa got lucky, you know. I can't lie.
They've lost their coefficient spot. So Manchester United fans, all of you lot that were doing your-
We gave up.
There's a few of you out there that still do believe. Yeah, I'm telling you, mate.
Bro.
Crazy guys, bro. Trust me. So it's just
I don't
the
know
top
who
four
they
now.
watch. I don't know who they've watched.
No,
this season.
it's just the top four in the Premier League that is getting
Shukra.
Champions League football. Italian
I
football
was so
is the top
worried,
five.
man, because I thought we were gonna get fifth.
It's the top five. Big shout out to Daniele De Rossi as well. You know what? We gave Xabi Alonso one. He came in straight after Jose Mourinho. They've been unbeaten. They're fifth in the table, so they'll be qualified for the Champions League. And they're in the Europa
And they
League.
dealt with Milan.
Yeah, man, dealt with them. You know what? I'm going to say, Paulo
You
Dybala.
didn't expect that, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You expected
Yeah,
Roma.
yeah, no,
you were
Milan are
backing
big
Milan, though.
No, I wasn't. No.
You know?
I said it in the group last week to Rod. Because of De Rossi, I'm backing Roma all the time. You should know this now, man. You know my personal
You're just
bias.
backing your boy.
Bro, you know
if
he's my boy, mate.
What if he turns into Ten Hag?
Nah. De Rossi's... And listen, I know Daniele De Rossi.
But
alright.
what has he been bought in there for, though?
He was bought in as an interim
steady-
to the
no,
end
steady
of
the
the
ship or
season.
what?
Yeah, it was to steady the ship. They're
Okay.
giving him a contract till end of next season. So I was just going to mention, that's what I was going to say. They've been convinced. He's got him Champions League football. There's that clip now going viral of him where I think is Llorente, the centre-backs come up to him and he said, how long left on that? De Rossi looks at him and he goes nuts, mate, at the players. He goes, don't ask me how long left, just carry on, play the bloody game. And I know that's his mentality, that's
Winner,
his
yeah,
mindset.
captain.
And obviously leader of Rome. Big shout out to him. Xabi Alonso and Daniele De Rossi faced off against each other in the Euro 2012 finals on opposite teams, Italy v Spain, as midfielders. Now they're going up against each other as two great managers.
I think
in the
Xabi
Europa League.
Alonso.
Xabi Alonso, the next great
comfortably.
super coach sub.
Comfortably.
He's Real Madrid's next coach. He's going to win them the Champions League.
Comfortably.
He's going to make Mbappe into the world's best player. Comfortably, like what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think that he will be Mbappe's coach in his career.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Are you just saying yeah to me, just to get rid of me for the podcast? Or
No.
On a level,
We've
innit?
got 8 minutes left and 23 seconds.
No, on a level, right? I'm telling you now, Xabi Alonso is going to be Kylian Mbappe's coach. I've said it now, I've said it here. Them two together, they're going to
Before
do special
that,
things.
wild shout, but Mbappe's winning it this
Today?
season.
Oh, I've said it already.
Champions
I
League.
put it on TikTok. Mbappe's going to win it, right?
PSG are finally going to win the
I don't know
Champions
what he's
League.
going to do. On the
After 200 billion spent.
The,
no, I've exaggerated.
the
but
famous Wembley turf, straight after post-match interview, they're going to ask him, where are you going next? And boom. The lights are going to go off Undertaker style. They're going to come back on and Kylian Mbappe is going to reveal it. I'm saying a PSG. F off all of you, mate.
Can you imagine that?
Trust me. Well, my man's getting all sexy with the microphone and that, whispering into it. Can you imagine that?
I know. Do you know what it is? I know it's going to pick it up beautifully.
Oh,
So,
amazing, yeah. You're loving it today.
Oh, you know what?
So, yeah, Kylian Mbappe, for me, I do agree with you. And we're going to do that in the Champions League podcast. I think that is his time. I hope it's his time. I want him to cement his legacy. Wow, man, if he wins his boyhood club, the Champions League.
I think, to be honest with you, I think you know his boyhood club.
No, this is his hometown club, innit?
All
He's Parisian.
All right, okay, yeah, he's Parisian. No, what I was going to say was, even if he doesn't win it at PSG, he'll go on and win it at Madrid anyway.
No, he will anyway, but...
It's a guaranteed, innit?
All right, yeah, I get you.
It's a guaranteed.
Yeah, 100%.
They're the heavy favourites for this season.
So the Premier League, going back to it, and we're going to finish it off on this, right? It's overrated, it is 100%. I'm going to explain why. The marketing is amazing. We've never had an English coach that has won the Premier League. From the...
Fergie's in that bad.
He's Scottish, mate. From the... I know you just wanted to do that British thing.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
It's
Just Fergie. Just United and Fergie, that's it, my bias.
Last
I'm a
3
bias.
seasons, Manchester City have won it. They haven't just won it, more or less. We've expected them to win it. All right, Arsenal bottled it last season.
Didi Arsenal bottled it.
They bottled it last season.
No one not at that,
They did expect it.
6 games left, man.
They still expected it.
6
That-
games,
that's
man.
that's
Is it 5 games?
No, but that's what I mean. The Premier League has got a sense of predictability about it, the same way the Bundesliga used to and the Serie A used to, and even the La Liga
The
used
thing
to.
is, last season Arsenal fans were blaming Saliba's absence. Saliba's here now.
Yeah, no,
what
I'm
I'm
saying-
Rice as well to protect him.
So is that thing, is what's happened where Bayern Munich had that spell of 11 seasons, Juve had 9 seasons, Barca had about 5 seasons, Pep has done that to the Premier League.
You know, we love Rice, yeah. We think he's a top player. But in that away tie,
He was poor. He was overrun.
Musiala ran rings around
And
the
it looked
whole
like
midfield.
that Declan Rice isn't at the level required at that level. It looked like he was out of his depth on that game. Just that game in its
Could be
in a
just one.
microscope. That's what I'm saying.
Could be just one game.
Could be just
but the
one game in
thing
a
is,
microscope.
like I said, yeah, like I did back Arsenal to beat Bayern, and if you look at the score all in all, I know I didn't read the story of the actual second leg.
Yeah,
'cause
I get you.
Bayern could have just dealt with them second
100%.
leg. However, Arsenal didn't take advantage. Number one in the first leg, they were at home. They made dumb errors. Look at the goals they conceded.
Yeah.
Raya's not the one, by the way. If they're going to win a Premier League or a Champions League, I've said it. I said it then. I'll say it now. I'll stand with
I
it.
keep
yeah?
saying it.
He's not the one, yeah. And then in terms of the second leg, the first 20 minutes they weren't too bad. I was watching both.
Yeah, okay.
They weren't too bad.
Yeah, but
But
again,
you can't play for 20 minutes if you want to be the best. You need to.
all season we've been saying that these lot got the best defense in Europe, right? And when it came to it in the first leg, the defense is what let them down. It became flimsy. Poor mistakes, transitional errors.
I mean, we
and-
scored 3 at the Allianz.
And not just that, so it's poor from the English clubs in the Champions League this season, and it is a reflection of the Premier League, if you ask me. Massive reflection of the Premier League. There's big golfing class in the Premier League.
I'll stand with Sorry.
I'm just going to finish it right. Like Manchester City are streets ahead. Everyone knows this.
They are.
It's
That's what I was
literally
just gonna say.
What I'm saying to you is literally like the Bundesliga, right? Back then, or only this season we can say, all right, the Leverkusen won it. When Juve were continuously winning it, you'll never gave me any credit. Like just show up. Don't even go in here to celebrate. Literally, you'll never gave me any credit. Now, I wish I could turn back the hands of time, right, and celebrate them victories.
I think we all could.
Because you take it for
we all
granted
wish
a
we
bit.
could, man,
And now
really.
Manchester City have actually done this to the Premier League. Pep's done it to the Premier League. I told you like he'll do it 7 years ago. I'm just going to be me right here
See,
and now.
Hamad went and pulled out with that. What was it? 6 in 8.
Yeah.
And then I said, Fergie's done.
No, but
Fergie's been there, done that. He's just repeating basically what Fergie's done.
No, do you know what? Back then, it was a better league than it is
It was
right
a better
now.
league.
100%.
No. But what I'm saying is like the numbers wise.
And you know the only difference is why people try to say, oh, no, the smaller
years.
teams. No, they're not. The smaller teams are richer now. That's all it is. So
Yeah.
Wallah,
Just
they
more
did you.
spending, yeah.
That's all it is, man.
Just more
Because
spending.
if we don't look at Brighton when they go to Etihad right now, or when they go to the Emirates, or when they go to Anfield, and we don't think, you know what, there's a 60-40 chance here. Now we think it's 80-20 that Liverpool are going to win. 80-20 Arsenal are going to win.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, like obviously people like Hamad. Yeah,
He's just going to get
bro. He's not
crucified.
gonna no. He's not even gonna like. He's there saying that the league's better now.
Yeah.
I made the point. Everton's team back then, were they better than the current Everton team?
100%.
Yes. Tottenham's team, were they better back then? Yes, they
Yes,
were.
they were.
Yeah. Villa, you can argue.
Listen, we
you
had
can
this argument, and you know what?
You can argue that one, yeah.
We'll do a pod on Villa this year, yeah? Who's Martin O'Neill's team better than Unai Emery's team?
I think it's about the coaching here as well. Because if you look at it, there's two spectrums you can look at it from, yeah? There's one, Steven Gerrard was managing them, and they were in the relegation zone. He was underachieving hardcore. Now you're looking at Emery, he's overachieving. Because if you look at the teams that were meant to be there or thereabouts, last season it was Newcastle and Manchester United. Newcastle still have an outside chance because they've come into sixth. But them teams have dropped so dramatically. I predicted Chelsea to finish fourth. Yeah, you thought they'd be sixth or something. Come on.
Chelsea aren't the Chelsea of old. Newcastle aren't even what we thought they were going to become this season, right? The promoted teams that come up from the Championship to the Premier League, right? Loads of them are not as good as they used to be. Like, remember when Luton came up and they had that 3-4 year period?
Yeah.
They were hard to play against. They were playing good football. Now, Sheffield United, they're the new Derby, right? Burnley.
Awful.
They might play good football, expansive football, but that's all it is. It's not getting them results.
No.
In my opinion, honestly, I'm not just saying this for the camera or whatever, or he wants to get a clip out there, go viral. The Premier League is nowhere near as good as it used to be. Right now, it's not even the best league in the world, honestly. For me, Italian league is the best league in the world.
It's the most watched and probably entertaining.
And the most marketed and best marketed
But
league.
what I'll say, yeah, Didi, one thing I've been deep in recently, yeah, the defenses in world football are quite shit now.
Again, it's the same thing, innit? Football now is not as good as it used to be. That's just the truth. And if you did watch football back then, you'd understand what we're saying. We're not being nostalgia merchants.
I feel like there's too much, like hissy fits and shit.
Oh yeah,
There's too much of that shit going on,
look
man.
at your club, bro. We're gonna end it on this. We got a minute
Girls,
left,
man.
right?
Girls.
Bitches, bro.
Yeah,
You got
man.
Rashford. You've got flipping. Right? Just to end it on Rashford, innit? He's a bitch. End of.
Yeah, we
My
won't,
man,
we won't.
when he doesn't play good, yeah, you got Gary Neville coming out for him saying, "Oh, we're a bit worried about him. Worried about what? Shut the. Worried about what? Man, he on 375k a week. Worried about what? He could go pay for
Do you know
his
what it is?
therapist to sort his head out. Pay for one, and you'll be all right.
Do you know what it is?
That excuse doesn't wash no
These
more.
guys, man, they just...
Like, look, when I was telling you, yeah, and I keep
40
saying, look,
seconds.
for last one, Wayne Rooney, the immense pressure he was under, way more than Marcus Rashford. We never once, right, growing up, heard Rooney bitch, cry in an interview, let it go down, never did a pundit say we think he's gone down. If anything, the guy played with so much gussa and anger. Yeah, you know what I'm going to show you, lot. I'm going to prove it to you, lot.
Rooney used his anger as his passion.
As fuel.
Yeah, as his fuel, yeah.
These lot, man, they get weighed down by the expectations of Manchester
But on that
United.
note,
Thank you very much for joining us.
like
Comment, share
and subscribe.
the Premier League shit.